cultural difference when East meets West. When Western come to China, he may find a difference everywhere. Mr. Frank can show us some pictures. Let's review it very quickly. Something they can find it very easily. For example, the eating, the temperature, weather, transport. It's a lifestyle of the senior. When people retire in China, they play with children together, but in the Western, they play with dogs together. And there is a view on the weekend. You can see, even in the weekend, there's a few people in the Western, but in China, too many people. And it's the criterion for the beauty. And Western likes black. This means when their song, they come out and take out the clothes and has the song bathing. But in China, we think the whiteness is better. It's drink. It's a puncture. When someone in Western tell you they will visit you on 12 o'clock, this means it's really 12. But in China, if you come from 11:55 to 12:10, it's okay, no problem. The shower, the party. That's in the restaurant. In Western, it's very quiet. You cannot hear the loud noise, but in China, just like fighting. And it's quick. There, they just wait in line, but in China, especially we wait for the bus and the subway, we just wait. So you must be strong. And but for the other things, it's a little difficult to find. The relationship. In Western, that relationship is a little simple. They have 2 or 3 very close friends. But in China, every people is connected together. It's like a net. The living style, they are used to live by themselves. But in China, we are used to live together. What do you think of yourself? In the Western, you think we are very big. We are the Superman. We are the hero. But in China, we think we are very small. We are nothing. If the children position in the family, in the Western, the child is equal to in the family, but in China, it's the middle of the family. Every people have to take care of the baby. No. It's a disagreement. If you are disagree with something in Western, they just say it directly. But in China, no. They have to say here and that, this and that, and may I suggest, and may I remind, just like that. It's deal with the problem. If the problem in Western just establish and solve it, but in China we are used to set it aside and go around it. Angry. In Western, when they are angry, you can see they are angry. But in China, when they are angry, you never say they are angry. They are still smart. Yes. No, it's very hard. Yes, I'm angry. The leader. In Western, they think the leader is equal to them, but in China, they think the leader is the Superman. It's another creation. Yeah. Why? We have seen a lot of difference between China and the Western. Why? What you have seen is just like two icebergs. What you have seen is part above the water. The real reason is under the water. It's the main reason. So first let's take a look what is culture. In general, there's many properties for culture. It's combined with language, religion, values and attitude, education, social organization, technology, politics, and law. When we mix them all together, we call it culture. It's a culture active profile. There are three main types for the culture. On the top, the red one is multi-active. The typical countries in the South America, like Chile, Argentina, Brazil. That's why the yellow color is the active culture. The typical countries are Vietnam, Japan, China, and Korea. It's similar. The yellow one is linear active. Type countries are Germany, Switzerland, USA, and UK. What's the purpose for these three different cultures active? For the active, remember China, Korea, and Japan are the active. We listen most of the time. We react to partners' action. We are polite. Must not push face. The face is very important. We must not push face. And doesn't interrupt. It means when I'm talking, I never interrupt you. And patient. Even my presentation is not okay. It's shitty, it's ugly. You are patient to stay here, to listen to me. Yeah, thank you. And connects to the social and the professional. Remember the market active, like in Brazil, they talk most of the time. They like talking. They can do several things at one time. And they display their feeling. You can see what they are thinking and what they want to do. They have lots of body language, like like that. And they are impatient. They think your presentation is not good. You just leave. And the linear active, just like in the middle of the active and reactive. They half talk, half listen. And also does one thing at the same time. Plan ahead. Polite but direct is different. China is polite but indirect. Limited body language, yes. It's a map, the distribution for the three culture profile in Europe. The other properties for the culture is individualism and collectivism. China, Pakistan think the group is very important. We just live in a group. But in the Western USA, UK, they think themselves is more important. So from a movie, especially a movie from Hollywood, you can see it's a hero. What's a hero? It's one person, a Superman, who saved the world and gain the beauty, right? But in China, what do you think of a hero? We have no one person is a hero. It normally is a group, and the hero can scared, can suicide for the group, can give their life. As a petition for the superiors, and the leadership styles. You can see on the right, the green color for the Japanese, they have the most expectation from their boss. But in USA, they don't think too much of the boss. They like to solve the problem by themselves. This picture is very important. In Western, especially in the USA, you think every people outside is similar. There's no big difference between families and companies and friends and co-workers. But in China, you are here in the middle, it's the middle part. Outside is your family, it's your most close relationship. Outside family is your neighborhood. After that is Denver with company. And Guanxi is your relationship with others. The outside is government. You have the longest distance with government. So in China, there's different cycles. If you want to make the good friends with Chinese, you better to enter their inner cycle. So that's why if the people introduced by my family, I will trust him or her immediately because I believe my family. But if the person was introduced by the government, there's nothing. And equality and hierarchy. You can see Australia and the USA has more equality. And Russia, Malaysia, Hong Kong has more hierarchy. That means different classes in the society. Due to the time limitation, let's finish the presentation by one question. Yes. You are driving a car with your, you are in a car. The car was driving by your friend. He drove at 60 kilometers per hour, but the rule is 40 kilometers. Accidentally, he hit the walker. So under this case, there are three choices. My friend has definitely right as a friend to expect me to testify that he was driving only 40 kilometers per hour. That's the first choice. Second is, he has some right to be a friend to expect me. The third one, he has no right. So the different answer to this question can reflect your opinion to the rules and relationship. What do you think the rules and the relationship? Which one is more important? That's all for today. Thank you.